General Motors are not accepting 2023 Corvette Z06 orders. Here's why. Howdy folks, you on the Z06 Speed 252 show. Scroll over to the right, click that subscribe button, and join this awesome community. And I want to thank each and every single one of you for pushing that play button today. I'm super excited to bring you this Corvette Z06 information, but before we get into the video, shout out to everyone who literally give this video a thumbs up. My thumbs up squad, you guys are super amazing. So without further ado, definitely give this video a thumbs up right now for me. If you are also new to this community, hit that subscribe button as well. I would love to have you grow to 30,000 followers. That is my plan by the end of this year, to have 30,000 followers on this channel. And if you have an Instagram page, go over to Instagram. Follow me at Z06 Speed 252. A lot of followers hit me up over there. I try to respond back as quick as I can, so definitely do that as well. And the most important thing, leave your comments down below. I love reading those comments. I love hearing you guys' thoughts and responding back. So now for the video. There are tons and tons and tons of 2023 Corvette Z06 information out there. Whether it's on a mid-engine forum, whether it's on Corvette Blogger, or whether there's other YouTubers that are providing it on their channel. I'm going to sit here and be honest with you that a lot of that information isn't true. As you guys know, I have a really thorough relationship with my dealership along with the engineers. Literally, I can call them and text them at any time to ask certain questions regarding the car. Now, obviously, I know my limitations of questions to ask, questions not to ask, things that they share that I'm not allowed to share. But I do ask a lot of questions that I am able to share, and I'm going to share that right here, right now. I think for a lot of the customers who are interested in buying the 2023 Corvette Z06 should be truly informed on what information is true and not true, because this is going to be, whoever is buying this car is going to be a very expensive purchase. As we all know, the pricing has now came out, and that changed a lot of people's opinion about the new 2023 Corvette Z06, whether or not now it's an affordable car, whether or not people change their opinion about getting it, whether they try to change their order to make it a lot more affordable. So here's a question that I have asked General Motors and a few other dealerships. Have any one of your customers currently fell off the list due to pricing? And a lot of those dealerships came back and said, yes, we have lost some customers due to pricing. So I don't really know if the pricing caused people to drop, or was it because the dealerships were like, hey, we are now charging you over MSRP, and those customers decided to leave. So if any of you guys are still interested in possibly getting on a list for the Z06, it is not too late. You just have to make that phone call, have the right information available, and literally ask the right questions. And it's possible that you can get on the Z06 list. I can tell you right now, I have seen it for myself with my own eyes, that people are still able to get on the Z06 list. You just have to ask the right questions and talk to the right people. Whether they charge you over MSRP, that is still a possibility, so definitely make sure to ask that question. If they say they're not, try to get that in writing so that way you can have an understanding when it comes down to buying your car. If a dealership says, we can guarantee you we can get you a car, I would say get that in writing. A lot of dealerships will tell the customers, I promise you I can get you a car. Just give us your $2,000, your $5,000, your $10,000, your $25,000, or yeah, your $50,000, and I promise you I can get you a car. And most likely, sometimes when they say that, they're just blowing smoke up your butt, trying to get your funds for a short period of time to do something else with it. So with that being said, if they're saying I can promise you I can get you a car, get that in writing. Those are just a few things that came up in the conversation when I was talking with other dealerships, also with the engineers. And I just want to kind of relate that information to you so you can have a better understanding of the 2023 Corvette Z06s. Once again, there are a lot of people out there that are putting out information that is not correct, and it's not going to help the community at all. I mean, it's totally actually making a lot of the Corvette customers upset, whether they're buying a Stingray, whether they're buying a 2023 Corvette Z06, or whether or not they're on a list for an E-Ray. I had a subscriber reach out to me and truly ask me, can you or can you not flip your Z06 within the first year? As we all know, General Motors released information about that as well. And I'm going to go ahead and say that for the record, you can still flip your car within the first year. That is absolutely still a possibility. You can still buy that Z06 and still flip it. Now, on the other hand, whoever's buying that Z06 off you, we need to know that they're possibly going to lose their warranty. Now, I don't know by law if there's something General Motors can provide. I've had that conversation with my buddy's Mike. I have no clue. I didn't ask General Motors about this because I didn't want to get into the details of them thinking that if I can possibly get a car that I'm going to flip it. So with that being said, they did release articles saying if you decide to flip your Z06, you could potentially not be able to buy a car in the future, and the person that's buying a car from you will lose their warranty. And I mean, there are some people that are still going to flip their car for sure. Some people are going to say, hey, forget the warranty. I don't really need it because I'm a mechanic. I can work on my car myself. That is a possibility, but those customers are out there are few, far in between, because a lot of us just can't work on the car themselves. I know I cannot personally take the motor out of a Z06 and put it back in by myself. It's not happening. Now, here is one of the biggest pieces of news I wanted to put in this video. I've been able to talk to the engineers about it. I've been able to talk to the dealerships about it. And I had a lot of my subscribers ask me about it. And you guys know I'm going to provide the best, most accurate information I can give you. And that is, one of my subscribers asked me in an email, and one of them asked me over the phone call, are General Motors accepting 2023 Corvette Z06 orders as we speak? And I'm going to sit here and tell you that is false. It is not true. General Motors is not currently accepting 2023 Corvette Z06 orders. If you see some YouTube videos where it says General Motors accepted my order, I put my order in, it's officially accepted, things like that, don't believe the hype, because what it's causing is it's causing a lot of customers to call their dealership and say, hey, I heard people are getting their orders accepted. What's going on with mine? That is not true. General Motors are not accepting 2023 Z06 C8 Corvette orders. There's no way this is possible because dealerships do not know how many allocations they're getting. General Motors right now, well, not right now at this moment as we're talking, but in this conversation, they are talking about how many allocations they're going to give out to the dealerships. I think they're going to give out some to the larger ones, obviously the ones that are not selling over MSRP. And the ones that are going to sell at MSRP, they may lose a few allocations if they admit to going to sell at MSRP. But the reason why General Motors are not accepting orders is because they are trying to figure out how many allocations they're going to give out to the dealerships. So I will say this. General Motors did ask the dealerships to take certain orders, but that doesn't mean they were accepting orders. General Motors said, hey, for all the customers that are going to buy a specialty VIN for $5,000, can you please get those customers' orders over to us so we can make sure when we start building customers' cars that we don't take this VIN number and give it to someone else. So that is all it is. General Motors are not accepting orders at this time from any customers. They're just wanting to get the information that people are paying the extra $5,000 to get a custom VIN number. They just want that information. That is it. That doesn't mean that person is on a VIP list. That doesn't mean that person will get their car first. It doesn't mean anything. Anyone can pay an extra $5,000 to get a certain VIN number so they make sure that General Motors aren't building that car. There's a customer out there right now, I can guarantee you, who has bought VIN number 524 for their entire life, and they want to continue getting 524. So General Motors like, let's see who is actually getting that VIN number so we make sure we don't build that VIN number for somebody else's car. So I just want to provide information because I know a lot of people have been upset about, General Motors accepting order, my dealership's not taking my order, things like that. Don't worry, General Motors are not accepting orders right now because there ain't no orders to be accepted unless you're buying a specialty VIN. Thank you so much for watching this upload. I appreciate your time. Definitely hit that thumbs up if I provided great information to you in regards to the 2023 Corvette Z06. Definitely hit that subscribe button as well to become part of this awesome community to grow to 30,000 followers. And also, if you got an Instagram page, go over to Instagram and follow me there at Z06 Leave your comments down below. Leave your questions down below if I can answer any of them. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Z06 252.